Erika Jayne confirms she's dating her new boyfriend John. Erika Jayne is officially dating again. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member has been single for a while, following her split from Tom Girardi. But Erika opened up about the new man in her life after photographers reportedly captured her out in Los Angeles, holding hands with her new boyfriend, John, and the two have since made headlines. Erika took to her podcast, Diamonds in the Rough, on July 30, where she gave some insight into their relationship and confirmed something is brewing between them. "I met someone and we went out on 2 dates," she said. She revealed that photographers captured them simply walking in Los Angeles after getting a manicure and pedicure in July 2025. Although she didn't know that photos were being taken, she admitted to holding hands with him on their date. "It was really nice," she said. "Like, I feel comfortable holding this person's hand and he's a nice man. You know, I haven't been seen with anyone in 5 years. So this is a really nice person and I enjoy my time with him," she added, noting that they've seen each other since getting photographed earlier this month. "He doesn't live here, so listen, it's a friend. It's a nice thing. Let's not, yeah," Erika stated. How did Erika Jayne meet the new man in her life? Erika revealed on the podcast that the way she met John was really interesting. "I saw him on a friend of mine's podcast, and I thought, wow, that's an interesting interview. And then I saw him again on another one," she continued, "and I thought, God, that guy's kind of interesting. And I saw him backstage with Heidi Montage in London just randomly," she added. "It was randomly 'cause she went on, and then I went on after her. And I thought, that's the guy from the podcast. I'm gonna walk up and say hello,' so I did. I walked up and I introduced myself, and I was like, 'Hey, my name is Erika. And I think I've seen a couple of podcasts. I'm a fan.'" Erika Jayne reveals what she looks for in a boyfriend. During a February 6 episode of Diamonds in the Rough, Erika gave some insight into what she looks for in a partner. "I'm not interested in raising somebody else's kids," she explained. "So, anybody that's listening, let me just say this. If I end up dating your dad, don't worry, I don't want to know you, and I'm not trying to take him away from you." During a November 2024 episode of the podcast, she also revealed what attracts her to someone. "I never look at men and find them attractive," she continued. "I always say this. I'm never looking at the way someone looks necessarily. I'm always looking at the feeling I get from them." It was a sweltering July afternoon in 2025. The kind of heat that made the asphalt shimmer and the air thick with possibility. Erika had just emerged from her favorite Beverly Hills salon, her nails a fresh, vibrant fuchsia, her toes peeking out from designer sandals. The scent of acetone mingled with expensive perfume, a scent she found oddly comforting. She was meeting her assistant, but then a voice, deep and resonant, called her name. "Erika, is that really you?" She turned, her signature blonde hair catching the sunlight. Standing there, a casual smile on his face, was John. Not a John, but the one from the podcasts, the one from backstage in London, the one who had, in a subtle, almost imperceptible way, been orbiting her thoughts for months. Their first 2 dates had been a blur of easy conversation, shared laughter, and a surprising, almost instant comfort. They talked about everything and nothing, from the intricacies of podcasting to the absurdities of life in the public eye. John was different. He didn't seem fazed by her past, didn't try to dissect her fame. He just saw her. Today, after their mani-pedi ritual, an unlikely first for John, who'd gamely indulged her, they were simply walking. The LA sun beat down, but a gentle breeze offered some respite. Erika, lost in conversation, found her hand instinctively reaching for his. His fingers intertwined with hers, a simple, natural gesture that sent a quiet warmth through her. It was a feeling she hadn't realized she'd missed. The uncomplicated intimacy of holding someone's hand. Then, a flurry of flashes. Paparazzi. They were everywhere, a constant, buzzing reminder of her very public existence. Erika tensed, a familiar knot tightening in her stomach. For years, every public outing had been scrutinized, every gesture analyzed. But this time, something was different. John's grip on her hand remained firm, reassuring. He didn't flinch, didn't pull away. He simply squeezed her hand, a silent message of support. "Dan," she muttered, a half-laugh escaping her lips. "They got us." John chuckled. "Looks like it. Well, at least we look good." And in that moment, despite the intrusive lenses, Erika felt a lightness she hadn't experienced in a long time. There was no pretense, no performance. Just two people, walking hand in hand, caught in the act of enjoying each other's company. The next day, the headlines screamed, "Erika Jayne's new man REVEALT. RHOBH is hyster caught holding hands with my mystery man." Erika sighed, scrolling through the articles on her phone. She knew this was coming. It was the price of admission to her world. But the online speculation, the wild theories, were already starting. She knew she had to address it. On July 30th, the mic glowed in front of her. The familiar hum of the podcast studio filled the air. This was her space, her sanctuary, where she could set the record straight on her own terms. "All right, diamonds, settle in," she began, her voice a mix of amusement and a hint of nervousness. "So you might have seen a few pictures floating around." A ripple of laughter went through her small production team. "Yes, it's true," she continued, a genuine smile gracing her lips. "I met someone. And yes, we went out on 2 dates. And yes, photographers captured us simply walking in Los Angeles after getting a manicure and pedicure. And yes," she paused, a playful glint in her eye, "I admitted to holding hands with him. Because, honestly, it was really nice. Like, I feel comfortable holding this person's hand. And he's a nice man. You know, I haven't been seen with anyone in 5 years." The words tumbled out, honest and unvarnished. It felt good to finally say it out loud, to claim this small piece of happiness. "So this is a really nice person, and I enjoy my time with him," she affirmed, a warmth spreading through her. "We've seen each other since getting photographed earlier this month. He doesn't live here, so listen, it's a friend. It's a nice thing. Let's not, yeah," she trailed off, a hint of privacy in her voice. She wasn't ready to define it, to put a label on something still so new and fragile. Her producer, a longtime confidant, gave her an encouraging nod. "So how did you meet him, Erika? Everyone's dying to know." Erika leaned into the mic, a mischievous twinkle in her eye. "This is actually really interesting. I saw him on a friend of mine's podcast, and I thought, wow, that's an interesting interview. And then I saw him again on another one, and I thought, God, that guy's kind of interesting." She paused for dramatic effect. "And then, randomly, I saw him backstage with Heidi Montig in London. It was completely random, 'cause she went on, and then I went on after her. And I thought, that's the guy from the podcast. I'm gonna walk up and say hello." So I did. I walked up and I introduced myself, and I was like, "Hey, my name is Erika. And I think I've seen a couple of podcasts. I'm a fan." A wave of relief washed over her as she shared the story. It was so organic, so enforced. No grand gestures, no orchestrated meetings. Just a chance encounter, a simple introduction, and a spark that had quietly ignited. Later that night, nestled in her plush apartment, Erika reflected on the day. The headlines, the podcast, the raw honesty of it all. It felt liberating. For so long, she had been guarded, fiercely protective of her heart. The wounds of the past were still there, faint scars on her soul, but they no longer defined her. She remembered a previous podcast episode, back in February 2025, where she'd spoken about what she looked for in a partner. "I'm not interested in raising somebody else's kids," she'd stated unequivocally. "So, anybody that's listening, let me just say this. If I end up dating your dad, don't worry, I don't want to know you, and I'm not trying to take him away from you." A laugh escaped her now. Her priorities were clear, And then there was the other, deeper truth she'd shared in November 2024. "I never look at men and find them attractive," she'd confessed. "I always say this. I'm never looking at the way someone looks necessarily. I'm always looking at the feeling I get from them." With John, the feeling was good. It was light, genuine, and surprisingly easy. He brought a sense of calm, a quiet understanding that didn't demand explanation or justification. He saw her for who she was, not for the persona she often projected to the world. She thought of his steady hand in hers, the gentle squeeze that had communicated more than words could. She thought of his genuine curiosity, his easy laugh, the way he listened when she spoke. It wasn't a whirlwind romance, not a Hollywood blockbuster. It was something quieter, something real. The LA night stretched out beyond her panoramic windows, a tapestry of shimmering lights. Erika knew the road ahead wouldn't be without its challenges. The public eye was relentless, and vulnerability was a risk. But for the first time in a long time, she felt a glimmer of hope, a quiet anticipation for what might come next.